check this out. We all got our worries, right? We know this. Most of us have bills to pay. Some of us have kids to feed. Many worry about their health and a multitude of other different things that people don't even see on the surface because everybody doesn't expose everything that they're worried about. But I tell you one thing, the object of life is to live as happily as possible and as smoothly as possible with the tools that life gives us already. But let me tell you one of the most worrisome things, or at least what should be one of the most worrisome things right now. It's that social media is the best, worst thing to ever happen to humanity, in my opinion. Now, first off, let me make this clear. I'm not here to bash social media. It ultimately comes down to the user. I know this. I'm a user. You likely are too if you're watching this. What I want to do is point out the ways that it has affected us as a society, good and bad. Because first off, you would have to be blind to not have been seeing what's going on as of late. Anybody who has a TikTok, a Facebook, an Instagram, any of those things, anybody who has those, you're likely seeing what's happening right now. I can remember the days when all of these things were just means of staying in contact with family and things like that. Now, not so much. I mean, to me, it started with Facebook. Let's talk about that. See, because what Facebook used to be was a place just to share your little dinner, share the things that's going on with your life with family and friends that's from, at a distance and things like that, updates of your day. Now it's a place for nothing but ads and data. If you're on Facebook, you're just a body and you are targeted by somebody for an ad. Facebook themselves admits to their intentions. And Instagram now is no different. Instagram has become the same thing Facebook is. Ever since Facebook bought them, they became the same thing Facebook is. And it's all terrible. You're just a body, just a number, just a dollar. But I'll tell you which one, in my opinion, we should be worried mostly about. That's TikTok. Because it's appealing to the kids. And believe me, it's working. If you want to see how fast and how hardcore a young person's mind can be corrupted and influenced, I mean, I feel so bad for all those young, impressionable minds being poisoned over there at that platform. If you're a parent and you got a teen, you got your work cut out for you. I mean, everything over there is me versus you, this versus that, us versus them. They're just throwing around terms and words that maybe somebody threw at them and it just stuck. It's a side for everything. I'm on this side, you're on that side. It's crazy. It's nuts over there. You will not believe the amount of toxicity in these kids over there. And it's not even their fault. What the hell is going on here? What are you guys doing? What the hell are you doing in there? Oh boy. A lot of it is just because kids just like to be included in stuff. They just like to be a part of stuff. And I know most of the time it's because they don't have a lot going on. But in this particular case, I just think these kids are just heavily, heavily misguided. And I feel like it's just gonna get worse. But do not get it twisted. This is across all social media. Don't you dare try to have an opinion on any platform. Dare anybody see it, you will be in for a treat. Because you will be attacked and family will turn on you, friends will disown you. Don't even try to have an opinion on social media anymore. Because nobody has a mind of their own. Nobody's willing to just be by themselves in the way that they feel or think. So you got the adults fighting on Facebook and the kids fighting on TikTok. What the hell are we gonna do about this? Because everybody needs to be validated nowadays. And being that everybody has become so sensitive on top of that, makes for a horrible, horrible combination. Because if you don't validate the next person, what you then get is attacked. You must be wrong because you don't agree with me. What kind of dumb shit, what kind of world have we turned this into right now? I don't know if these poor folks know if their squash fruit is coming up out of their fence and hanging over the whole wall right now. Wow, that's a healthy plant right there. And do not get me started on the sex selling of oneself. I mean, just look what OnlyFans has done to people. There are people that had no intentions on doing that kind of work, now doing that kind of work. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for making the money, I am. But when you can't wait to turn of age just because you're in a rush to strip down and get rid of everything you believe in and be naked in front of people for just the money, that's a problem. And all these young females that are doing that, and males that are doing that right now, I'm seeing a lot of them starting to regret it. I see posts on TikTok. I wish somebody would have told me how low I would feel when I did this before I started this. Yeah, making those kinds of decisions are long lasting because the internet is going nowhere. So when you and everybody else that decided to do this young are mothers, all of your kids will be comparing notes. And you know exactly what I mean by comparing notes. That's right. Everything you put on the internet right now will be there for y'all's kids to see. So it's like I said, social media is just not the same anymore. Between over-sexualization, politics, identity politics, and gender wars, we are in terrible shape right now. Terrible, terrible shape. And I would love to be like, oh, it won't be so bad after XYZ, but I just can't see an end game. I just can't. New flavor. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to completely downplay social media. It's given many and plenty opportunities to plenty of people, including myself. I know it comes down to lack of teaching and a little bit of greed. A lot of bit of greed. Let's be real here. I also don't want people to think that this is coming from a place of hate. It's absolutely not. I'm not hating on anybody for doing what they do. I just don't see an end game to the downward spiral that's happening as a result of the exploitation of social media. That's all I'm saying. Y'all might have y'all own opinion. We can talk about it in the comments, but I just thought that just in case you didn't know, everybody needs to know what's going on out there. And it ain't looking good.